what we first need to do is go into a claim, which I have right here. And let's say that we have to make an adjustment on this. So what I'm going to do, so the first thing that we need to do is come up into the building estimate information window. You're then going to come up and then we're going to select where it says estimate breakout feature. We need to check that. So that means that we can use one of these methods for flood, supplement, remediation. Usually it'll be a supplement that we're going to be using. So I'm selecting that, and now I'm going in to use my scope of damage. Now remember that the breakout feature has three distinct different types of estimates. Estimate 1 is for non-supplement items, and that is what your estimate is currently. The other one will be the supplement, so you'll have an estimate just to show the supplement items that you do. And the third is going to be a combination of the original estimate along with the supplement, and it will give you an updated statement of loss as well as any of the other forms. So that's what the breakout function does. And what you'll do is you'll go into, for example, a area, and so I'm going into the area and bringing it up. So let's say that we need to change a price on this or add to it. So I'm going to come up here and hit the list button, and so we have the exterior siding. So let's say that we have to actually replace this siding at $4. Okay, so that's just $1 increase. What I could do here is actually come up and double click on this, and this is the first way that we can do this. I can come up and then select the line item, which is right here, which is the original area of $3.90, and I need to add $1 to it. So what I can do here is do the quantity, and that will be $3.90, and then I can select that, and then from that I can then select what the difference in pricing would be, which would be $1. So as I do that, it will automatically take the $3.90 and apply it to the $1 as the supplement. Okay, so that's one way we can add it. So what it does is it'll take the original amount of $3.90, you take the difference, you can then add the $1. So that works out real well. Okay, so what we're going to do now is show a different type. If I have to go out here to for example, one of the rooms here, I select it, click on list, and here's my scope. So if I need to actually, I can do what's known as a negate of an item, and that means that I can take this electrical outlet, apply it, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to double clicking on it and see how I have the 1564 on the total unit cost. I'm going to negate this item just by putting in a negative, and then that way I have that done. And now I'm going to select the new item, which is an electrical outlet. I am then going to select maybe scope number 9, hit the 6 in there. Instead of 1564, I can actually make it, let's say 17. Now from that, I'm going to click the override button and make sure that my supplement of 6 is being applied with that price. So what I did is I negated the first original estimate and then replaced it with the 17. So that's one way that you can manipulate your cost. So there's a couple ways we can do this. We can either do the difference in price if you wish to do so, if you add or delete, or you can negate the item, which erases it, and then actually put a brand new item in. So those are the easiest ways to do the supplement off that. So as you just work through your estimate, so I'm just going to come over here to list and see if there's anything else we can come up and do. Like for example, if we need to make our textural walls. Now, if this is kind of like an important tip, if you've got to do all your walls, if you have to do all your walls, then basically what I can do is go to global. So as I select that and then come out over here for the texture walls, so here's my textured walls, double click on it, and then as I select it, I can then come up and then wherever this is at, I can then amend that if I need to do so. So if I need to add 10 cents to this or 15 cents to it, I can take the original where my supplemental is and then globally add it that way. So that works out real well, so I can just change it. Or do the difference. So it's up. If you had to do 5 cents, you could do it. I still have to do the negate item for this. So I can just come up and then select update, and then that would automatically update all the line items in there as a supplemental item. So that works out real well. I didn't do that, but there we go. So you can use the global function to actually manipulate your supplemental items. Okay, so it's basically what you're trying to do is take the estimate, modify it as needed. Okay, so either using the negate option, or you can then use the difference of option. So from the original. So that's up to you on how you'd like to proceed. Now, basically, what you want to do is when we get these items, and I'm just going to show you a real quick report, as you are done with your supplement, we're going to come up here and we're going to select the print options. And that's where the breakout options really come into being, because I'm going to take my building estimate, place it over there on the far right, and then you can just select the sketch if you want to make it easy. But this is what you need to be aware of. Here we have a supplement estimate, non-supplement, and then the total estimate. Let me explain this. The estimate is going to give me everything that you originally had from the original estimate plus the supplemental items if you check it with the estimate. I'm going to uncheck it right now. Here, where we come down where it says non-supplemental estimate, that'll be your original estimate. Okay, so non-supplement estimates. Anything that we did on the supplement will show up. So as I uncheck this, I'm only going to print the supplemental items. So if you only need that, I can click on print and then go to a print preview, and then you can see your line item. There we go. Here's my supplemental items that I did. So I have, for example, I've got my main building, I've got the repair, and it will show me my line items that I made in there. Let's see here. So if I think we did the any of the supplement items. Hold on just a second. Basically, when you do this, it's going to be all your areas will show up, but there will be nothing in them except for, there we go, right there. Replace exterior wall siding. So I did the unit cost, and then that would be my difference for my supplement right there. Does everybody see that right there? When you print out the estimate supplement related items, it's going to print out all your area names with the dimensions, but there'll be nothing in them. But then you find out here I've got the main grouping for the exterior elevation, in this case the replace exterior wall siding. So there is my unit cost, there's my amount, that would be my supplement. If I want to see the original estimate, I uncheck the supplemental estimate and I check non-supplement items. I select the print, and this is what your original estimate was. So as you can see, this is the original estimate. Now, if I want to see the combined estimate, then I make sure that this is selected and these two are not selected, or you can print all three. That's up to you. Okay. So when I print this out, it's going to print out the original estimate plus the supplement. So I can go back down to the last item, which is, I believe it was in the, there we go. I think it was the repairs of the exterior elevation. Yes, right there, as you can see right there. Okay, so remember that when you do want to make a change in here, you pick a line item. You need to select the item that you want to change or add to. So it's up to you on how you would like to proceed. Do you want to negate the item and then add an item as the supplement? That's up to you. Or you just want to do a price increase from 65 cents, and then you can add the difference of 30 cents. Just make sure that your supplement quantity is matched. Or if it's less, or if you have to change the quantity, make sure that that's there. But this is basically handling the supplement side when you click this. Okay. Now remember that you can also have to negate the item. So what I would do is come up here and then select wall insulation. And then what you can do here is come to the original wall insulation. Then you can then add a negate item, which is right here. So you can click scope number 9 and then negate it. Okay, so the reason why you're doing this is you're negating the original line item in the system and then adding to whatever you want. Okay, and remember, don't use your quantity because that will not work in the system. You have to use the price. Okay, so make sure if you need to negate this item, you can then select it that way. Okay, so that's how that basically works. And once you have marked it for the supplement within the breakout function, then you use your printer option to then print it out. Okay, so that's one way of doing supplements